What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another player prop video. This one we're talking about the NBA Summer League for Friday, July 12th. We have 4 picks in the video for you to consider, so stay tuned for all 4 of the picks. We're going to be making these picks on Underdog. They do have Gunnar Henderson over a half home run in the home run derby for a free square. If you're not over there, use the link down below to sign up. And if you guys do want player prop picks in all sports, we've been going hard with the WNBA, MLB, PGA, and esports over in the private Discord. We do have a one-day free trial right now. You can see 5+ cappers, including myself, giving out more picks, hitting in the WNBA yesterday. Volo, another one of our cappers, hitting his WNBA picks. On back-to-back days, you can see here he hit the WNBA slips. We've been cashing out in the PGA as well. See some PGA wins from the first day of the tournament in the private Discord. So definitely check it out. We do have a one-day free trial right now, so you can get in there, see what it's all about, see if you like it. Then after that, it's just less than $1 per day. Get access to a ton more picks in all sports. All right, so we'll see you guys over in the private Discord for a ton more picks in all sports. And there is that one-day free trial, so definitely get in there. Now let's get into this video. So we're going to talk about some of the later games because there are a couple early games. For the first pick, we're going to go to Cam Whitmore here over on 19.5 points. You guys know that he is a big-time scorer, had a really good summer league last year. In the NBA this year, was an insane scorer as far as per 36 minutes. If we look at him on the season for the Rockets, he averaged 12.3 points, and he only played 18 minutes per game. We can scroll down to his per 36 minute average. In the NBA, it was 23.7 to play big minutes in this game. Also looking at last year's Summer League in 6 games, he averaged 31 minutes and 19.3 points. But also we had Jabari Smith Jr. he was playing with, who was taking 22 shots per game. So we're not going to have Jabari Smith Jr. And in games without him, Cam Whitmore scored a lot more, got a lot more shots up. So definitely liking Cam Whitmore. I think he's going to have a massive game. We saw how big of a time of a scorer he is. I think he's just absolutely going to go off in this Summer League as well. So liking him for that first pick against the Lakers, who have a pretty weak Summer League team that we saw in the first Summer League before Vegas. So I think a pretty good matchup for him as well. So definitely liking Cam Whitmore on this line. I think one that he can absolutely smash. Definitely could put up 30 points easily. I'm sure he will at some point, probably even multiple times in this Summer League, depending on how many games that he actually plays. So definitely liking Cam Whitmore. I'm liking is Jalen Wilson, who actually was a pretty good scorer in last Summer League, and a lot of people probably don't really remember him from the NBA this year because he didn't play that much, but actually had some decent outings. He's basically just a scorer out there. I think next year with the Nets, he's going to score a lot, and in this Summer League, he's going to prove that he can be a big-time scorer. We did see him in last Summer League, average 30 minutes and 17.6 points. So definitely like to see that. And he's a solid three-point shooter, so should be knocking down some threes. In this one, I'm sure Indiana will try to play fast-paced against them like they do with their real-life team. So should be a fast-paced, high-scoring game. Jalen Wilson, I think, is basically like the star of their summer league. Should be getting up a ton of shots. And last year, obviously, averaged over 17 a game. Just needs 17 in this. I think he could be pushing over 20 in this one. Definitely liking him as well. Another big-time scorer, going to shoot a lot and shoot a lot of threes. So liking Jalen Wilson and Cam Whitmore for the first 2 picks. For the next one, we're going to 2 Wizards players. For the first one, I'm going to go to Alex Sarr, under on his points at 15.5. Alex Sarr, obviously the second pick in the draft. He's basically, at this point, from everything that I've heard about him, he's a really good defensive player and has a pretty rough offensive game. So I don't expect him to score big in the Summer League or his rookie season. At this point, it seems like he's kind of like a guy that's just going to get most of his buckets on putbacks, maybe some alley-oops, but doesn't really have an offensive game and has been working on his jump shot, but not really a part of his game yet. So for this first game, I think he's going to go under 16 points in this one. He is playing against Atlanta also, which is kind of funny, the team that passed up on him. So there is extra motivation here, but still, I'm going to be going to the under on the points. I think he will have a solid game, something like 12 points, around 7 or 8 boards, but Can't see him having a massive game here and getting to 16. Looking at his stats from his year in per game, 10 points per game. So it was not great. And then also in the playoffs, he averaged 18 3 games and just 7.7 points. So definitely not a big time scorer. Definitely was there for on a per 36 minute basis. He did average 20 points, but that was based on his regular season games only, not including the playoffs. And then also, I don't think 36 minutes in this game, I don't think they really want to push him to play heavy minutes in his first Summer League game. So I'm going to be taking the under on Alex Starr. And this Wizards team actually does have a lot of scorers and players that were on the Wizards last year, like Patrick Baldwin, Eugene Umenyiori, Johnny Davis. And then you also have Bub Carrington and Keyshawn Johnson, I think, is the other first-round pick, who are also going to try to get their shots up. But I really like Bub Carrington. I think he is somewhat kind of like a Bones Highland type of player who's going to be a pretty nice scorer in the NBA. A big guard at 6'4", can get his shot off and is going to look to shoot a lot, especially in Summer League. I was pretty surprised to see the 14th pick overall, who is probably going to be the star of their Summer League team, getting up a ton of shots, playing a ton of minutes at point guard, have his line this low at 11.5. I thought this would be like 14.5. So seeing this line this low, I'm going to jump on this one for Bub Carrington. I think he's going to have a nice game, show people that he can be a big-time scorer in the NBA. He was definitely a hyped prospect. There was a ton of hype around him as a nice scorer in the league. So I think he's going to show out in Summer League and have a really nice one. And this is a low line, so he can even have like an average game and still hit this one. So definitely liking him as well for this first Summer League game. All right, so if you guys do want more picks, we post in all sports. We've been crushing the PGA, as you can see here, with these 5+ cappers we have in Dynamo, including myself, going hard in the MLB and WNBA as well. You saw Volo Bets hit his WNBA slips on back-to-back days, posting in his channel. I also hit my WNBA picks today and have already posted more picks for tomorrow. Ton of big wins over in the Discord. You can see MLB wins and esport wins. We do post esport picks as well, so definitely get in here for the 1-day free trial in the Discord. And after that, it's just less than $1 per day to get access to all these picks from 5+ cappers, including myself. So we'll see you guys over in the Discord. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in another one.